So today we're going to be talking about how important knowledge is as a new currency and health as a new wealth. And it's a huge subject. So I'm really delighted, despite, being very early for some of you in America, Australia, obviously different areas of the world. Thank you, all of us who are joining us. And please don't be shy to ask questions. We'll be keeping an eye on those as we go on. But
two very distinct groups of people right now all over this world that are contributing to the Great Awakening. Okay, so there are the critical thinkers or the truthers out there, and those are the ones that are tirelessly for years and many of them decades of their life have been spent trying to tell the people to maybe not necessarily the truth, but varying degrees of the truth, and to encourage people to look in a different direction, look beyond the curtain, look beyond the illusion. So, those are the truthers out there that are trying to get our attention about the medical field, the political field. We won't name anything specific here because we don't want to flag ourselves, but you get the idea. So those are the people that may not be the most spiritual. And this is where the hiccup comes, because a lot of the spiritual community attacks the truther community because they are missing that spiritual element. But
I tend to use quite simple analogies, but I've said it many, many times. But let's talk about a football team or any sports team, soccer to you guys in America. But, there's a reason why you've got a goalkeeper, you've got attacking players, you've got midfield players, you've got defenders. And the team is no good without all of those roles being fulfilled. So it's so important that we appreciate people for what they're trying to be and not expect any one person to be the complete package, because it's just not possible and it's not their role and their sole contract. And that's why people will resonate with different people at different times. What I would really encourage people to do is look at what energy we're bringing to that interaction, because we all know that our subconscious mind rules a lot of our behavior and runs our habit. And it's only as we get more spiritually aware and we do that inner reflective work that we start to recognize those patterns. Normally our friends and family can recognize them way before we can. And if you've got really good friends, they'll point them out to you nicely. So, having those times of reflection, we talk about it all the time, but knowledge and truth, it is very different to all of us, because everyone will have a different capacity to absorb information at different rates. So
we need the ego. It's important. It has a function, but we need to tap into more of our creative aspect, our inner child. Our inner child is our driving force. That part of us, that aspect of us that isn't afraid. Everybody remembers when they were a child, and most of us anyways, depending on your upbringing, we weren't afraid. We could imagine anything we want. It was like we were in our own little worlds, our own little realities. I work with a lot of adults currently, and I have been for quite some time, that say, I don't know who I am. I've lost myself. I have no idea. And those are the people that are struggling the most right now, when they are the seekers, listening to me and you, and then going and listening to somebody else that has a conflicting message, and then reading this book and that, and then they're really confused and they feel like they're in a funnel of information and they don't know what to do, and they just collapse. And
it's constantly good to objectively have that self-assessment. Is this working for me? Sometimes it's not the routines that are fault. It's just the time that hasn't had time to integrate fully. Because you'll go through that sort of healing cycle of emotion releases as you introduce new habits and new routines. So, being really honest with yourself and saying, do you think I need more time? These habits or routines are good for me. I need to give them more time. Or are these not the right routines and habits for me? Because it can be either. So keep that curiosity, the curiosity of asking questions. Is this right for me? Does it just need more time? What's the resistance, etc.?
Our body, we need to regard it as a temple. How we eat, how we think, how we act, the people that we surround ourselves with is important. And it is a choice. Maybe sometimes family isn't, but our environmental factors are important to consider as well. And then we have to respect Mother Earth as our mother, as our home. where we are. We're not going anywhere. There are no, I don't believe anyways, there are spaceships that are going to come and take us someplace else. This is where we want to be. This is a beautiful, vibrant planet. This is where we're supposed to be. So we need to embody that and take care of this earth and respect Mother Earth, but also utilize her elements that she so willingly is trying to offer us through animals, through plants, through the air, through the water. There are so many variables for our, and a lot of my own videos and other interviews lately, which I'd love to do today, is I think we should end with what we're grateful for. Gratitude is so paramount right now. And so I just want to say that I'm grateful for your friendship, Catherine, and knowing you and being introduced to you a while back. And I really, really enjoy these chats. So I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for all of those people in Florida that have survived through such a horrible event and have family and they're rebuilding, and the community that's coming together. And I'm so grateful for everybody watching this. And so, Catherine, what are you grateful for today?
I am so grateful for your friendship, and I'm so grateful that the opportunities that life is giving me. I'm really, really grateful for every single person that's given their energy to interact with us today, because I think that's added so much. And Sherri and I would really like to come back and do more lives because we love this interaction. So even anyone who's watching it afterwards, please do leave comments if you would like that. And I'm extremely grateful for all the lessons that I've learned over my 54 years of being here in this current body. Because I have reached a stage now where I can really appreciate the learning of the lesson stage, which I couldn't say when I was younger that I was appreciating that lesson learning a lot. But I'm very grateful for also the balance that we found ourselves in a time. I just want to say I'm so grateful for being around at the moment where we've got the time where we're able to balance the sort of ancient wisdom with the modern technology so that we can have discussions like this, because a lot of us are in perhaps areas where we haven't got friends that we can go around for coffee with and have an open and honest discussion like this. So I'm really, really grateful for that. And I'm very, very grateful for my family, 2- and 4-legged.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm literally getting my mom back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I was losing her, so, for whatever reason, whether it was because of 3 of these or not, I'm getting my mom back.
God bless you, Julia.
I'm so grateful.
Wow. And you're crediting it to this, or there's a big part of that? You really are?
It started happening when this started happening.
Wow.